In this video, we're going to review when an oxygen sensor needs to be replaced and also how to replace it in a modified atmosphere packaging analyzer. In this case, we have an oxygen analyzer, which is our traditional part number 001140, which is used for sampling gases with less than 20% CO2. In this case, when the analyzer is nearly exhausted in its life, it will blink a low and then the oxygen reading. And then once it has fully expired, it will blink off and then the number, which is the oxygen reading. When it's blinking off, you're not going to get reliable results on any testing that you're doing. If you press any of the buttons on the display, the off will go away and that warning message will be gone. So when you see off, there is an easy way to replace the oxygen sensor. So what you would do is remove the analyzer from the case, which then exposes the oxygen sensor. You remove the black cap. In this case, I had the connector off so that you would see the off on the display, but normally it would be connected here, like so. You can actually remove the connector and plug it back in and then try to see if the off goes away, because in some cases you may have just had a bad connection. But if you definitely have a bad oxygen sensor, you would unplug it, then you would unscrew the sensor from the manifold, get your new oxygen sensor, which again is a part number 1140. You could then screw that into the manifold, and it only needs to be finger tight because there is an O-ring that seals on the manifold. So I just go finger tight, then plug in the connector. You want to make sure that you plug in the connector after you screw in the sensor, because otherwise it'll twist the wiring. Then you put the black cap back on. Now you can put it in the case, turn it on, and now you're back to standard procedure where you'll zero. And then after it zeros, it will display a reading of 20.9, which is the reading for air, and that process is a calibration of the new sensor. So no other need to do any other calibration. It should just auto-calibrate in this way. So we can just wait and you'll see the 20.9 show up to indicate that we have a good reading. So there's our 20.9 and we're off and running.